Welcome back, America. I'm Hugh Hewitt. Jason Miyares is my Attorney General in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Good morning, General. Welcome back to the Hugh Hewitt Show.
Great to be with you again. Thanks so much.
Before we go back to secure the vote, I want to ask you about the opioid settlement yesterday. I know you've done another one. I know that Virginia is banking a lot of money, maybe more than $1 billion overall. What is the money going to go to? Does it go into a judgment fund that you direct? Does it go to the legislature? How does it work?
You know, I think the brilliance of what was done is we worked with the General Assembly, the governor, to set up the Opioid Abatement Authority. And so that money is going to treatment. It's going to be the largest influx of money to local government and local rehab centers in Virginia history. Because ultimately, you know, a part of my faith, Imago Dei, just simply means image of God. It means that every person I meet, no matter where they are in their life, no matter what their station is, has amazing potential because they're an image bearer. And that's why addiction is so hideous. It robs you of your potential. We want people to get back so they can live their potential and their best life in this amazing Commonwealth. And so that's what that money is going to be going for, is to get back people back on their feet so they can pursue their dreams. And we're proud to do it. Virginia got hit hard with the opioid epidemic. A lot of these pharmaceutical companies treated Virginia like we were a chemistry test about 20, 25 years ago. So we're glad to get these ill-gotten gains and these profits from these huge corporations back in the hands of those that have suffered through the horrors of addiction.
Now, General, let's turn to secureyourvotevirginia.com. Tell us about that. Governor Youngkin's been on, but the message can't come in often enough that this is the way to get your vote counted.
Well, you know, in 2021, our attitude is let's figure out the rules of the game and go win. That's what we did. We really pushed early voting and early absentee voting hard with Virginians. We got the highest turnout in the rural vote that we've ever seen. We actually maximized the rural vote. We didn't pass these rules. Northam and the Democrats did when they were in power, but we realized we could either sit on the sidelines and complain or go compete and win. And we went out and we won. And I'm old enough to remember, you know, the Bush v. Gore 2000 race where everybody said, oh, my gosh, the absentee ballots from military personnel overseas and business travelers, they're going to put Bush over the top. That's what they did. We got away from that, and the Democrats didn't. And we've got to get back to winning. We've got to see what the rules of the game are. And so, number one, it is maximizing our vote. The second is every 48 hours we get reports of who votes in Virginia. We can spot check it. And we know that if we get a Republican that has voted prior to Election Day, those are resources that we can free up to go to these low-propensity Republican voters. There's about 500,000 of them that vote in federal elections that don't vote in state elections. And we got to communicate to them and say, hey, you don't have to wait till 2024 to send the message to the Biden administration. You can send the message now. And so by voting early, you also save yourself from the headaches of getting those 7 or 8 mail pieces and all those text messages and all those robocalls. If you're a listener and you just want that to stop, there's an easy way to get that to stop. Go to secureyourvotevirginia.com and sign up. And once you vote, you won't be bothered anymore.
Secureyourvotevirginia.com. Now, General, I live in the deepest blue part of the Beltway in Virginia. I'm still going to do this because I think it makes it easier in the next election cycle when there are people on the ballot for whom I can vote. Is that a message that you're trying to get Republicans to hear, even if they live in an overwhelmingly Democratic district?
No question, because that campaigns are about data. Next year is both a presidential and a huge U.S. Senate race. And so it is about communicating and knowing and identifying those early voters. And so we call them high-propensity Republican voters, those voters that vote every election. Well, you got to touch a voter roughly 7 times to remind them to go vote. Well, if you vote early, those resources, those text messages, those direct mail pieces, those robocalls, that communication can go to what we call low-propensity Republican voters. They vote maybe once every 3 or 4 years, and we can communicate to them. You free up resources. That's important data for us to have. So, yes, even if you're in a deep blue area, go vote. And I think the greatest threat to our republic right now, it's not the People's Republic of China. It's not big government. It's apathy. It's too many people right now that sit back and they think, gosh, nothing's going to change. Well, that is music to the ears to the left. They want conservatives to think, I don't want to get them off the sidelines. Nothing's going to change. The only way things change in the political arena is if it's pushed. We need you to get out, go to secureyourvotevirginia.com, get off the sidelines, and let's go win.
We've got 1 minute, General. I'm very glad Governor Youngkin pardoned the father who objected to the rape of his daughter in the schoolroom. Do parental rights still resonate in Virginia as they did when you were elected, the governor and lieutenant governor elected?
Unbelievably so. I mean, Parents Matter is really the calling phrase of our campaign in 21. It's been that way forever. As one voter told me, I've never voted Republican in my life, but there's a hard truth too many politicians have forgotten. Never, ever, ever get between a mother and her child. And that is too many school boards are deciding, hey, we cannot give your child so much as an aspirin without parental permission, but we can change your child's pronoun and not tell the parent. Parents intuitively know that is not the way it should be, that you can't cut parents out. Parents matter in 2021, and they sure as heck matter today.
Attorney General Jason Miyares of Virginia, thank you. I will, when I get back there, I will do that right away because I know, even though I live in a deep blue part of the state, doesn't matter. I want them to know where I am so they turn out me and remind everyone like me to go out and vote when the next cycle comes along and we have statewide races and the presidency on the ballot. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Generalissimo. Thank you, Harley. Highly Concentrated Hugh. There will be 2 of them today, 2 podcasts. And if you're not a member of the universe, you're going to miss part 3 of the electric vehicle discussion of Secretary Granholm and NPR's excellent adventure. Go join the universe. 99 cents for the first month. I'll be back tomorrow.